Now, this figure I'm about to bring up is a little bit of a 90s throwback. Now, not late 90s. No, I meant not early 90s. It's like very, very, very late 90s. Like, when I mean late, I mean like this figure came out the same year I was born. uh, and yeah, and it's probably from one of the most hated Transformers shows up until that point if you were in the US. Because I imagine people hated Master Force quite a bit in Japan. But anyways, that's just me guessing there. But because Master Force was painful for me to sit through. But anyways, without further ado, Beast Machine's Cheetor. This is the, I think it was the Mega size class. Hold on, let me see if they have the names. Where are the size classes? I think he's a Mega. Because I think him and Tankor are in the same size class, I believe. Now, all of these Beast Machine toys I've actually had the displeasure of having at one point or another. I messed with the Tankor. Tankor is just horribly inaccurate, but it's not a bad figure. Jetstorm, same situation. Not accurate, but not a bad figure. Primal, piece of shit. Thrust, piece of shit. Black Arachnia, not a bad figure. And yeah, so here's Cheetor's stats and all that good shit. And yeah, and I just realized I actually do not have anything to open this with, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm back. I'm just gonna use my keys to open this. Man, shit, you figure this tape would have like fucking been a lot weaker, but have to give Hasbro credit for that one. It is actually pretty strong. So let's pull this out. Oh, yeah, this was made in Thailand. Interesting. Let's see how the Taiwanese plastic of this era is. Because I believe the stuff is currently made in Vietnam, I want to say. Yeah. Current Transformer stuff's out of Vietnam. You got this packaging. Not packaging, fucking instructions. I'm just going to throw this off aside because I do this as professionally as humanly possible. We do got some rubber band ties. Holy shit, that's actually still holding. My god, that did not like. This is the opposite of the fucking red alert. The rubber band still has elasticity. Oh my god. That is fucking wild. Is it just that one? No, the bottom one's like that too. Holy shit. That is fucking wild. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get to doing these twist ties. That's my favorite thing about these older Transformers is the fucking twist ties. I remember doing these as kids, or being a kid, and like some of these fucking twist ties being like fucking gnarly because they would do it like in a fucking loop. Because this is what I don't get about Hasbro's fucking eco-friendly packaging. Like I get like it's less waste, but like there's a reason why toys from this era with twist ties get stolen less, or get ripped out of the box less, I should say. Because no matter what stuff you do for theft prevention, you're always gonna have somebody who's just gonna take the whole thing and run. But I felt like these plastic twist ties did help from the people who would just take stuff out of the box and go. Because now you get those stupid paper ones, which if you get those wet, you could easily tear that through. Or hell, if you had just a pair of fucking like nail clippers, you could tear through those real quick. And most of them aren't even like twist tied in anymore from memory. But I mean, Starscream was. He had those paper twist ties, so like I was saying, nail clipper that shit. Okay. And we're gonna try to get him out as carefully as we can. Because I heard this figure's notorious for being just a loosey-goose. And, oh, I could already feel that in one of his legs. Oh, that's great. And it's like at the hip area, too. Which won't be a problem in beast mode, but I could foresee that being a problem in robot mode. It looks like there's another twist tie in here, but like, it's not one I'm privy to per se. But yeah, I'm like trying to get all of these out. Cause like I gotta kind of like push them in. Cause for right now I'm gonna keep the box, but like I do plan on getting rid of all these plastic twist ties and shit. Cause nobody needs them. They're just going in the trash anyways. Or hell, you could have just done like, you could have just literally zip tied the thing in there. Now thinking about it, instead of using the plastic, these, because at least those zip ties would be a little easier. I don't know if those could be easily cut with their fucking nail clippers. Never tried that, but maybe we'll do a video. Seeing if you could do that. But yeah, no, I'm getting kind of off track here. Shit. Come on. Oh. And of course I forgot that one. Phew, okay. Oh, that's the gimmick arm. Yeah, no, this thing has like a really dumb gimmick. We'll go over that in a second. Okay. We just gotta get this one twist tie out from in here. Shit. I was thinking about getting this thing used, but then I decided, at the same comic shop I got Mirage, is where I got this Cheetor in box. That's why I was actually kind of surprised by the fucking, what's it call it? By the rubber bands not being fucked, because if you know anything about Southern California, it's hot and fucking humid. So, yeah. I was expecting them to be fully, fucked. Like how the red alert that I got from Japan was. But, to be fair, Japan's humidity is much worse than ours here in SoCal, so, yeah. That's just Japanese weather for you. But, yeah. Or Japan's weather, I should say. But, yeah. Okay. So, we gotta undo this twist tie at the bottom first. I want to get these twist ties out of the way, because sorry. I just thought I was smelling something. Like a weird smell. Oh, okay. Figured out the smell. That was trash can over here. Fucking stinks. They change the trash can. Of course they wouldn't. Why would they? Okay, yeah, that's... I'll be back. I gotta spray that fucking trash can at least. Because it's like really late, so I'm not throwing out the fucking trash. But yeah, anyways, I'll be right back. This is the Power Movie Magic. Here we are with Beast Machine's Cheetor in its cheetah mode. And I think I don't know if I discussed it. We'll just kind of go over cheetah mode's articulation. And we'll put his tail back in. Yeah. So, You do get some side to side action, as you see. You do get tilt that ways, as you see. Very cool, very cool. Same the other way. Q, Q. Legs move. Legs move. Nothing too fantastic. Swivels at the feet. They're ball jointed there. All just typical Cheetor stuff. And he looks cool. And I'm pretty sure accurate. But yeah. For the most part, I mean, the chrome's unnecessary, but Beast Machine's chrome is very unnecessary. But yeah. Yeah, that's your cheetah mode. We'll go into robot mode. This is actually my second time filming this, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops. I just realized. Oh, should have moved that closer. As you could kind of see my cup. And also the table. A little bit of a whoopsies. But yeah, no, second time filming this because the first time I kind of fucked up a little and my arm was in most of the frame. And also, you couldn't really see. So, we're going to go transformation. This will actually be a lot smoother than the first time because this figure isn't exactly an easy pickle to do. Transformation itself isn't complicated. It's just tolerances is the best way to describe it. It's not tight. It's just things have to go in such a... Transforming this toy is like transforming a movie toy. Best way to put it. But not as complicated. Okay. So, you want to lift that up. And you want to move that like so. And then kind of push that back down. And then kind of push the head in a little. As you're kind of moving it. Because you need to push the head down just enough. Like so. So that it gives clearance for the new head to go in. And all that cool jazz. Hold on. Cause like there's a certain level of clearance you gotta get, and it's so fucking annoying because it ends up clipping the fucking teeth in the nose in the process, which is just fucking annoying. But that's what happens with this figure, as you do. So but yeah, there's a certain, you gotta move it like this. It's fucking weird. You gotta have the head in such a position that it doesn't fucking do that. It's just fucking dumb. And irritates my soul. But yeah, you rotate that. Rotate this. Push that down and in. You gotta extend the legs out. And then rotate the arms. Of course, this is the gimmick arm. We'll get into the stupid gimmick in a moment. Rotate that one. Close that. Close that. The tail whip can only fit in this hand. Because, God forbid you put it in the other hand. I'm just trying to get this in the right position. Okay. Trying to like stable this guy out is like a fucking nightmare with how his knees work, and also just the general stability of the figure as a whole. He's kind of just caca. But yeah, shit. He's not wanting to stand. That's the one problem with this. Like if you just collapse the legs down, he's easier to stand. Okay, I think that's the best we're gonna get it. There's him in robot mode. We'll be right back as I gotta get some stuff to compare him with, and yeah. Alright, here he is with the Kingdom / Legacy Blaster, and with the Golden Disc Collection Jackpot, just for some size comparisons there. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And I guess we'll do one more. here he is with Ravage. I think it's Recon Ravage, if I remember correctly. There's like multiple variants of this Revenge of the Fallen Ravage figure. But yeah, very nice, very nice, and unfortunate paint chippage. Dying that arm, weird. Anyways, we'll just move these guys off to the side, and yeah. So I don't feel like finagling with his feet, so we're just gonna go back to him being normal-ish, I guess, I suppose, sized. But yeah, and normalish size if you scale those down, if you want a size comparison height-wise, that's how it is. They're closer in height, but still kind of off. Okay, we're back in action. So we shouldn't have any fucking problems going forward. So that's that gimmick. Here's the face gimmick. Surprised. And yeah, it's pretty much all the gimmicks this toy has, other than the Cheetor mode stuff we already kind of went over. This figure is kind of a poopy caca shit. I should have honestly listened to everybody who said this thing was an absolute dog shit. But I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt since the Night Slash one wasn't that bad. And I thought, oh, this ain't the Supreme Cheetor, so this can't possibly be that bad. Oh boy, it's bad. I mean, I wouldn't say Supreme Cheetor bad, but it's a special kind of bad. And it's a kind of bad that I'm surprised hasn't become a plastic addict victim. From, well, yeah, if you're in the Transformer circle, you know. But, yeah. It's trying to get this thing into a fucking pose where it could stand is fucking difficult. But yeah, it's just such a interesting figure, has some interesting problems, and it's an interesting case study. I will say the plastics feel good. Articulation's kind of poo-poo caca. We'll go over it. You only get 90-degree elbows, which, you know, I'm not... Yeah, this one's on that joint, unfortunately, so you just hear a whole lot of clickety-clack. But that goes all the way you need it to go. It's only at 90 degrees. It's on a ball joint. The wrist's also on the ball joint. You get some weird articulation just due to how it is, but... yeah, the heel for the cat mode is the thumb, I guess. Arm can go like that outwards that far, and then it's just on a ball joint, but like due to how the socket's designed, you can't really get too much movement out of it. That's about as much movement as you're getting out of that. And then another thing, 360 for this arm. Hold on, let me zoom out. Yeah, you get 360. It moves up, down, all that good shit. That's what I mean by clickety-clackety for the arm. And yeah. Oh, and then you got a waist. Yeah. Head turns 360. All that cool shit. But yeah, overall, this Cheetor is kind of a poo-poo caca dumpster fire, and yeah, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, and I now know why they use the Night Slash Cheetor mold a lot more than this mold, because this mold sucks. And yeah. But yeah, this is a look at a Beast Machines figure. I do want to talk about more Beast Machines, but figures I want are kind of weird. What I mean by that is I do want to get their version of Megatron, the Megabolt one, but the Takara version, which was Beast Wars Return, that thing's stupid expensive. Like, out of my price range expensive. So yeah, and then also what's out of my price range as well is the fucking BotCon Cyclonus they did. It's that one's less so. Like, there's a... At the time of recording, there is a eBay listing, I think, for it. It's like bidding, and it's quite low right now, so I'm gonna try to get that. By the time this goes uploaded, this part, that part will be done already. But yeah, this video was actually supposed to come out sooner, but I had to reshoot this scene just because it wasn't filmed as properly as I would have liked. But yeah, anyways, me Qua here. Hope you guys liked the video, and I do not recommend this figure. Don't buy it. But yeah, anyways, been me Qua signing out here. You guys have a good one. Peace.